Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Kyle here, continuing season 1 with the Jets at the trade deadline here, and we're looking to improve the team to make a final push towards the playoffs. As I mentioned in the last video, I was looking for a second line center, so I did some pre-scouting and found a couple guys that fit the bill of one second line center. Two, I wanted them to have good face-offs, so like 80 plus. Good defensively along with that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So getting a second line center and then being able to ideally improve the penalty kill as well, because that's where we're lacking in. Obviously, you can see 24th in the league at 83.3%. Pretty close, like Vancouver, they're 84.4 and they're in the top half. So just a little bit of an improvement would help us get above that halfway line, which is usually where I like to be with all those four stats. But anyway, getting into it, I was looking for guys, second line centers, established players, but from teams that were outside of the playoff picture and either like legitimately had them on their trade block or in a real life scenario would be sellers. So there were a couple guys, these three in particular, Casey Middlestat, Ryan O'Reilly, and Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn not a center, but he did have decent face-offs, not quite 80, but 77. But we are going to go ahead and try to acquire Ryan O'Reilly here. So he is 35, but pretty good cap hit at 4.5 for 85 overall, and he still does have top 6 forward. And the reason I like him over these other guys, look at that defensive category, just fantastic. He'll be our first line penalty killer for sure, and he's pretty good offensively too. So hopefully can help us put some points there on the second line, and then also adding him would mean we'd go, I'll probably move one of Nemesnikov or Iafallo or Niederreiter, whichever is doing worse. So then we'd go Scheifele, O'Reilly, Lowry, Taves down the middle. So that would be a pretty solid center core. So before we do that, like I said, one of these three guys will go. Probably either one of these two, because Niederreiter's a little bit better. How are we looking here? So 27 points minus 2, 28 points minus 9, and 14 points minus 5. But Niederreiter is getting power play time, right? Minus 9. 827 minus 2. They're all pretty similar in terms of ice time. 686. Yeah, I think we'll trade. Well, it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll just throw in whoever has the most trade value so we can give up as few other assets as possible. But anyway, yeah, so we'll go ahead. Nashville is in our division, but, whatever. I don't really care too much about that. There is definitely times where those players do come back. You see them in 5 years, they're still on the team you traded them to, and they score like 4 goals in a series against you. But for now, he's a guy I want, so let's go and get him. Nashville is also out of the playoff picture, so as I mentioned, in real life they would be sellers, even though he is not on their trading block. So let us continue here. So first of all, they do want Nemesnikov. They don't want Iafallo. They don't want Niederreiter. So that makes that kind of easy. It will be Nemesnikov moving. We will need to add in some additional assets. So as a team that is selling, I will give up some of these prospects. So I think that realistically, we're trying to compete now. So these guys that are you know, 2, 3, 4 years away, they are expendable. So even guys like Yeager, Barlow, they're still probably at least 3 years away. Yeager maybe 2, but Barlow's probably 3 years away. That'd be 24. So I think Colby Barlow here, we can move. So we will. Okay, so Barlow and Nemesnikov for O'Reilly. That's a little skewed on our side, but they don't want to trade him. So let's see if we can get a pick back, maybe like a 4th. That's probably too much, but let's see. No. How about a 6th? A little bit low, so maybe if we go for a 7th, that would be a pretty fair trade. So, Nemesnikov and Colby Barlow, young center prospect, 21. But again, we're looking to win now, so he can be shipped, especially because we do have Braden Yeager, who's the same age at a higher overall, for Ryan O'Reilly and a Nashville 7th. Yes, indeed. So, there we go. So we will slot O'Reilly in to second line center, move Lowry down, and then I will also slot him in to the penalty kill. So I will be back once I've done that, and then we can check out who else is on the market and then continue the season. Okay, so those moves are all done. So O'Reilly goes in, as I mentioned, to the second line center, Lowry down to the third line. O'Reilly also goes in. He's actually on the third penalty kill, but that means now we have Lowry, Scheifele, O'Reilly down the middle on the penalty kill, which is awesome. And O'Reilly also will slot in to the center role on the second power play unit. So definitely some upgrades there. Hopefully that can move us up to be just a tiny bit better. And otherwise, I really like the rest of the team. The only guys that are minus players are Iafallo and Niederreiter. So hopefully having Lowry now on their line can help them be plus players the rest of the season. And then, yeah, other than that, we're just going to get through the trade deadline, see if there's anyone else that's like intriguing, but probably won't make any other moves because that was our main one that we wanted to make. But always like to take a look and see who is on the block here, if there's like a big splash that we can make. Rasmus Andersson is not quite good enough to, be selling the farm for. Our top 4 is really solid. I like them. Yeah, same thing. Our top 6 is pretty good. We don't need Garland. Matheson, no. Deneau, no. Yeah, none of these guys are like super needy, or that we need super, what am I trying to say? We don't need any of these guys, really, and I don't want to, shift up anything more than we have to. So I think we'll just progress through the trade deadline this year. We made our move, and then we'll see if we can continue to win. Kuznetsov, top 9 forward. Sure, why not? That probably put him on the team here. So let's see. That might have been a mistake, actually. Can I send him down? He is on waivers. See if he gets claimed. No, he doesn't. Okay, cool. But that's the thing, I think, right? If you claim someone off waivers, then you can send them down without having to be wary of them getting reclaimed. Anyway, so some good wins against Vancouver and Anaheim there. Close loss against the Rangers. Up against Colorado, division rival. Big win. Another win against the Blues. Check in on the draft class here. That franchise guy, Foligno. looking good, but I mean, hopefully we won't get the first overall pick. It doesn't look that way. These guys will pin just because they have maybe elite high, but usually if it's like one bar, like these guys will probably be, I don't know, maybe top 6 forwards, but we'll see if they can get a little bit more scouted before the end of the season to give us a bit of a better insight onto what they actually will be potential-wise. Anyone else? Probably won't get him. And no, that's kind of it. I find prospects are very easy to like acquire through the draft, especially in the later years. You tend to get a lot of, like medium elite goaltenders, especially. So I'm really only looking for medium top 6 potential and higher, because the point where you get like 2, 3, 4, 5 years in, I've found myself having to just like trade prospects just because I had too many contracts of guys that were like top 9 forward or top 6 defenseman, so on and so forth. But anyway, things are going well here. 4 wins in a row there before a win against Toronto. Can we get a bounce back against Chicago? We can. Final stretch here of the season against Dallas, who's not a good team. Big win there. Columbus now. Good team there, but we beat them. Seattle, we lose. 5 games left. Can we get to 50 wins? Game against the Blues. There is a win, another 5-2 win. Philly, not a good team, but we lose. 3 more games, looking for 2 wins. There we go, Vegas, and looks like we beat Utah as well. Final game against the Sharks. We end the season with a win, which ends our season at 107 points. Good for first in the Central Division, and first in the West as well. 4 points clear of the Oilers. 3 points clear of the Avs. But ahead of the Oilers as well. Lightning had an insane season. We also were beat by the Leafs. So 3rd overall in the league. So if we run into either of those teams in the final, we will not have home ice advantage, but we will have home ice throughout the Western Conference playoffs. So, solid season. We'll get into the playoffs in the next episode. But let's just take a look at some final season stats here. We'll do that first, and then we'll see who we're playing in the playoffs. I guess we could kind of figure that out. Looks like it'll be the Ducks. So league-wide, top 10, Kucherov wins the Hart. The Art Ross. Pretty accurate. Yeah, that could do. So good sim scoring there. 5 guys above 100 points. Kyle Connor, 6th in the league with 98 points. So he follows up his season last year. I think he had 97 in real life, with another great season. 50 goals as well there for him, as you can see. So that's awesome. Wonder where Scheifele and Velarde finished up, but we'll find out with them there in a second here. So great season for Connor as well as the Jets. Goals, Connor 6th as well. Kucherov wins the Richard. 10 goals clear of Nathan McKinnon in 2nd. So, pretty huge season. And 2nd for points was his own teammate, Braden Point. So Kucherov kind of did his thing, as you would expect here in year 1. But awesome season from Kyle Connor, top 6 in both points and goals. And Mark Scheifele, 7th in assists with 61. So hopefully he's got like 30 goals as well for 90 plus. Cool. Goaltending, Hellebuck actually lost quite a few games. There are 28 games lost. 36 wins is still decent, but for a team who won 51, right? I would like to definitely see him getting some more wins. Tampa, as we saw, 122 points, just a monster of a team, and Vasilevsky actually breaks the all-time win record with 52 wins. So let's take a look at our team here. Start with the forwards. So Kyle Connor, as we saw his stats, but yeah, Mark Scheifele, as I hoped, 30 goals, 60 assists, 92 points, which is fantastic, plus 30 as well. Velarde had a great season too, 72 points. So if he can take a jump, 30-50 for him maybe next year. But yeah, first line, awesome, all plus 30 or better. Ryan O'Reilly, what did he do with us on that second line? Hopefully about a 50-point pace. Yeah, 14 points in 21 games. Yeah, not too bad there. Plus 9 as well, which is great. And Nyquist, Perfetti, both about 20-30 guys, 50 points. That's solid, plus players as well. Niederreiter on the third line. He did have 5 power play points playing on that second unit, but realistically, like 35 points, 20 even strength goals, which is actually, I think he had a shorthanded goal. No, sorry, he had only power play goals, no power play assists. But yeah, 17 even strength goals on the third line is pretty solid. Lowry as well. He played most of the season on the second line, so still a good year for him with 40 points. Plus player as well. Tanner Pearson on the fourth line, 36 points, 17 goals is awesome. Taves on the fourth line as well, 34 points. Iafallo, not great. So he's a guy maybe that we can look to upgrade. 30 points is fine on the third line, but just based on, everyone else, and he's the only minus player that played the full season, so it is what it is. And Gustafsson on the fourth line as well, 24 points. So 24 was the minimum for points by a full-time forward, so that's awesome. Defensively, Pionk was 62, Josh Morrissey 58, so good seasons out of these guys. Would like to see a little bit more out of Morrissey, but that might just be due to his partner not being as offensively productive. But DeMello was solid, 25 points. Sandberg with Pionk, 17 points. Both these guys plus 25, plus 27. Shannon Stanley, plus players. That's all I'm looking for them. And then goaltending, Connor Hellebuck, actually had a great season. I don't know why we lost so much with him in the net. 25 losses, actually. 29 losses. But he has had a fantastic season. 917, 272 goals against is high, but same with Comrie. So I don't know why we were allowing so many goals with these guys in. But anyway, let's take a look at whole league stats, see who's going to win the Vezina. Pretty obvious. Vasilevsky, 52 wins and had great stats. So good for him. And then defensively, Cale Makar probably. Brandon Montour, holy moly. Wow, what a weird, where is Cale Makar? Montour and Theodore. So it looks like Montour will win the Norris. Morgan Riley, Quinn Hughes only 67 points at minus 12. Adam Fox, Owen Bauer, Bouchard, Yossi Werenski, Cale Makar only 62 points. I don't think I've ever seen him have less than, not even 100 points, but like 100 assists. So, especially in year one. So that's crazy. And McKinnon had 52 goals. So I wonder what happened there. Weird. Neil Pionk, actually, though, top, what's that, 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tied for 10th, actually, for points. So solid for him. And then Morrissey right there as well. About 15. So 2 guys in the top 15 in points for defensemen. So that is a great season. Okay, so let's just look at our team stats, see where we're at, if any of those things improved, specifically the penalty kill. Third in the league, 107 points, 51 wins, which was the second most wins in the league. Goals for per game, 3.5, which is 5th in the league, which is great. Goals against, 2.84. That's a little high, but not too bad, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th in the leagues. Top 10 is great. Power play, 16%. Not great. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15th. So still in that top half, but that's something we could definitely look to improve. And then the penalty kill. Where are we? Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So everyone else around us got better in the kill. We actually did go up, if you remember, when we acquired O'Reilly, we were at 83.3, so we went up to 83.7, but 20th in the league. So special teams, bit of a letdown, but hopefully those can come around in the playoffs. We were really good on the road and pretty good at home, and last 10, 7, 3, and 0. So that is it for the regular season in year number 1. In the next video, we will start the playoffs and look to begin our push towards the Stanley Cup. And we'll be doing so in the first round against the Anaheim Ducks. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.